What's going on, Dolphins? It is your boy Dillon, and I am here to make one of my quick hit scouting report videos. This one is going to be for the Las Vegas Raiders, in part because we're about to play them so this upcoming week. So I wanted to get to their scouting report video. I wanted to watch that game. They played the Steelers this week. Obviously, they played the Ravens the week before, and they're 2-0. And look, man, at the end of this day, obviously this isn't my preview video for that game, but it's going to be a tough game, man, especially after what we saw from the Dolphins this past week. So, yeah, anyway, I'll get into my preview for that later, but let's just go ahead and take a look at this game. And so let's dive right into it. So the Las Vegas Raiders came away with a win, as I mentioned, against the tough Steelers team. 26-17 was the final score. If we go ahead and jump into the stats here, let's go over to team stats. All right, we'll do an overview of that first. So Vegas had 425 total yards. They gave up 331 to Pittsburgh. They had 373 passing yards, and they gave up 292. They had 52 rushing yards, but only gave up 39. They were 6.6 yards per play, gave up 5.9. Obviously, the points. No team lost a fumble. Pittsburgh threw the only interception. Each team let up 2 sacks. Third down efficiency, LV was 38%, and Pittsburgh was 41%. Las Vegas had the ball for 34 minutes and 22 seconds to the 25-38 of Pittsburgh, and each team had 5 penalties. Take a quick look over here. So this is a quick look at what the Raiders gave up. Ben Roethlisberger was 27 of 40, 295, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Najee Harris led the way for them, 10 rushes, 38 yards at 3.8. Juju Smith-Schuster had 1 for 3 yards and a touchdown. In the receiving game, Deontay Johnson was 9 of 12 for 105 yards. Chase Claypool, 3 of 9 for 70. Najee Harris, 5 of 5 for 43 and a score. Juju Smith-Schuster, 6 of 7 for 41. Pat Freiermuth, 4 of 4 for 36. And then just real quick, as I usually do, I will scroll through the rest of this for you just in case you guys care about any of these other stats. Maybe you like the kicking game. I don't know. But there you have it. If you need to, go ahead and pause. And then we will go ahead and pop over to the Raiders side to see how they did, statistically speaking. Derek Carr was 28 for 37, 382, and 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Obviously, one thing, again, this ain't the preview, but one thing to keep an eye on for that game is whether or not he will play. It looks as if right now he will. He did have some kind of minor injury. It looks as if he will play as of right now, but that is something to keep an eye on. But let's see. Rushing, Peyton Barber had 13 for 32 yards and a 2.5. Obviously, not much else there. The thing is, though, again, this is the second week now that we will be playing an opponent that just came off of playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. And again, I have to say that the Pittsburgh Steelers have a much better run defense and pass rush than we do. So that is something to keep in mind. But again, this ain't the preview video, so let's keep going. Receiving, Henry Ruggs led the way for them, 5 of 7, 113, and a touchdown. Darren Waller was 5 of 7 for 65. Hunter Renfrow, 5 of 7 for 57. Kenyon Drake, 5 of 6 for 46. Brian Edwards, 3 of 3 for 40. Foster Moreau, 2 of 3 for 34 and a score. Willie Snead, 1 for 14. And Derek Carrier, 2 of 2 for 13. And so, I mean, they got tons of weapons. They got a good pass rush, the Raiders do. So I'm worried about how our offensive line is going to perform, especially because apparently the Dolphins are going to be doing some lineup changes. I guess Eichenberg is going to be going to left guard instead of Kinley. I think this offensive line is pretty much trash, and I've been telling people, man, it's gonna be the primary Achilles heel. It's not gonna be just that, but it's also gonna be injuries. By the time injuries start to really stack up, I mean, we don't have Raekwon Davis. Tua's hurt. We don't know if he's gonna play, right? And then the depth on this roster. Those were my 3 primary concerns. And they're going to get tested, man. But so far, it's not looking all that great. So, like I said, I hope by the time we play these guys, they get this stuff figured out and we don't have a similar performance, because that will be an absolute disaster. So anyway, with that though, let me go ahead and go over to the league standings now, so we can pop in for that, so I can give you an idea of where they are, compared to the rest of the teams. And this is current, so this is everything, through week 2, and it includes, the Monday night game as well. So, all of week 2. So anyway, for the Las Vegas Raiders, and of course everything is in per game format except for the total yards, on offense for total yards, total passing, total rushing, and total points. Okay, so the Raiders are currently offensively first in the league in total yards with 916. They're first in the league yards per game with 458. So their offense is pumping out yards. Total passing, they are first in the league with 817. First in the league in yards per game with 408.5. So they're throwing it all over the place. But they are pretty low in rushing, although, again, our rushing defense isn't pretty good. So I feel like any team, if they're not particularly good, running the ball, they probably have a decent chance against us, since our run defense isn't all that good, unfortunately. So, and especially the longer that Raekwon Davis is out. But total rushing, they only have 134 yards through 2 games, which is 29th, 67 per game, which is also 29th. But scoring wise, they are 7th in the league in both total and per game. They have 59 total and 29.5, so basically 30 points, just shy of 30 points per game. Defensively, they're giving up 368.5 yards per game, which is 15th in the league. As you can see, they're pretty much in almost every category. They're in the middle of the pack to the top end. So they do have a solid defense. Passing yards per game, 265, which is 16th. Rush yards per game, 114, 16th as well. Points per game, 22, which is 11th. Takeaways, 3, 13th. Obviously, a lot of this stuff is bunched up still right now, and we'll get clear as the season goes on. But they are 19th with 1 interception, 6th with 2 fumbles, 11th with 5 sacks, and 13th with 9 passes defensed. And of course, if you guys want to take a look, there is also the Dolphins' current standings, just so you can get an idea of where they stack up. There's the Dolphins on offense and also the Dolphins on defense in all of those same categories. And this is where, on the right hand side where they are currently in the league standings, and left side where they were the week before. So, and then of course, up arrows if they went up, down arrows if they went down, and green means good, red means bad. So there you have it. That is going to be my quick hit scouting report video for week 2 for the Las Vegas Raiders. Like I said, it's going to be a tough game, man, and they definitely got to get some things worked out, or it could end up being, a rough day for the Dolphins. So with that, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you guys appreciate my perspective. If you do, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the bell if you want to get the alerts. Share my channel and videos with your friends and family. Leave your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comment section. Of course, as always, follow me on Twitter at Dillon Tartaro. And with that, I am out. I'll see y'all soon. Fins up.